In the year 2028, I retired from baseball as one of the greatest Brewers of all time. This is my story. Back in Milwaukee after taking one of two games in Detroit, now looking to really put a stamp on this series and really show why the Brewers do deserve to be here. And at the end of the day, we are the best team in Major League Baseball, but it's not going to be easy. They have a great pitching staff, and we really need Michael Friars to get it done for us. He needs to control that offense. We're going to give him some runs, but he needs to keep them to below 3 runs. First at bat, guy on third, and he's going to give me this fastball, and I'm going to smack it deep to center field, but is going to be an out. So unfortunately, we don't get any runs in that one. Then another hitting situation here. Looking for something, and he's going to give me that fastball away. Now, before I would have swung at that, but I'm really waiting for something that I can pull or something that's a little bit more in the zone that I can just smack deep and get some runs. But unfortunately, he gives me that nasty slider down and away, and I'm swinging at it. Now I'm already behind 0-2. So I'm thinking he's probably going to give me a ball, but I swing at it anyways, and I just hit it to the first baseman. Okay, well, tie game, here we go in the 6th. Guy on first base. He gives me a fastball low, and oh my gosh, when it's low in the zone, it's really hard to pick up whether it's in the zone or out of the zone. This one away, and I go with it, and I lace it for a single, so I move the guy from first to second base, and I get, oh my gosh, he threw me out. Alright, well, that was complete BS. 2 men on in the 8th with 2 outs, and I'm going to take this one for a strike as he is hitting the corners. Well, at least we have a 1-run lead. 4-2-3. Again, this one right down the middle, but my timing was just off. I didn't expect that. So it's just a ground ball, and we didn't get nothing out of it. But luckily, we are able to hang on, and we do get a win. So now the series is in our favor at 2-1 going into Game 4. Could you guys imagine a 3-1 lead against the Detroit Tigers? Oh my gosh, if we can do that, we would be in money shape. Back in Milwaukee, once again, for Game 4, and looking to really put this one to bed. We need Aramis Ramirez to have a great offensive game, get those RBIs, and we need Chris to really control, like I said, their offense. If our pitching can control that offense, we can give them the runs. First at bat of the game in the 2nd inning with 1 out, and what you gonna give me? What you gonna give me? What you gonna give me? A fast, 2-seam fastball high that I take for a ball. Then the next pitch is right on my hands, and I go with it, but I just don't get enough on it. Oh, man. Now in the 4th inning, we are down by 3. So Chris was not able to control that offense like we needed him to. This one, I'm going to take this one and lace it into the gap, into the double gap, and I'm going to go for 2. No, I'm not. He got there very, very quickly, surprisingly. Well, Austin Jackson is pretty quick, so I guess that makes sense. All right, so after a walk, it is now a full count, and he is actually going to strike this guy out, so we don't get any runs in that inning. All right, hitting situation in the 6th. We got 2 runs, so it is now 2-3, and he is going to give me a fastball inside. Man, those are so hard to pick up, and I really have to start doing that. I can't just rely on those fastballs away to get hits. And this one, a slider right there. Oh my gosh, he is freezing me right now, and I need to get some runs on the board. We're already down by 1. 0-2 count. You see that he is smacking the strike zone, and unfortunately my timing is off again, and it's a ground ball, and I don't get anything in that at bat. Here we go again as he gives me a fastball low again, and I can't get it. So it is now 5-2, guy on second, so I have a chance to give us a run, and I take this one and lace it for a single into right field, and the guy is going to use his speed to get home to give us a run. So now it's 3-5 in the 8th with 1 out. So maybe we can make a comeback here for our hometown fans. All right, and then with 1 out, looking for a hit and run, and this one is going to be laced right to second baseman, and I'm caught out of position. No. Oh, man, and that is going to end the game. Unfortunately, we only lost by 1. We had the hits, Telling you, keep them. If our pitching could just keep them in check, we would win. Oh my gosh, what a game. Lost by 1 in the last one, but I really just shake it off and move on. This one, game 5, this is the deciding one. Okay, right now it is 2-2. This is the one that you need to make an impact on. This is it. All right, so here we go. Giovanni Gallardo on the mound. This is our ace. I mean, you know, but at the same time, they have their ace in Justin Verlander. All right, here we go. So Verlander on the hill. Second inning, 1 out. Hitting situation is going to give me another fastball. It's like the scouting report is out. If you throw me a fastball low, I'm going to swing at it. I really have to start laying off of those pitches. It's starting to cause problems. Fourth inning with 1 out. We're already down by 2, but there's 2 men on. Looking for something that I can lace into the gap as I take this one at 101 miles an hour, low and inside for a ball. So that was 1-0. Just Verlander got that heat. And then he gives me another one right down the middle, but the timing, you know, I mean, you never really can pick up that 101 mile an hour fastball, and it's a still play. Another hitting situation here. We got 1 run in the 7th, but it does not look good here as he gives me this one, and I take it and lace it right in front of Austin Jackson for a single. Oh man, down by 1 and 9, the tying run on base with no outs. Okay, so a hit and run situation. This one's going to be grounded right up the middle, so I do advance, and luckily there's not a fiasco like there was in the last game. And this works out perfectly. So now with 2 men on and no outs, he's going to do a sacrifice bunt, but no one told me about it, and I get thrown out at third base. But the crowd is into it as it's a tie game, and Octavio Dotel on the mound gives me a 2-seamer away that I swing at for strike 1. But here's a chance now for me to get some going in the 9th, but he gives me another 2-seamer, and now it is 0-2, and Octavio Dotel, a very good strikeout pitcher. I need to, you know, get my bearings here. He gives me a fastball low, a 2-seamer, and I strike out, and we end up losing it in the 10th inning with me on deck. Unbelievable. Lose by 1. A couple days off to really compose myself after that loss in Milwaukee. We really had a chance to take the lead in the series, but now it is a must win in Detroit, which is a very, very difficult place to play. We need to get our bearings. We need to score some runs. Luckily, we don't have to deal with Justin Verlander anymore, but they still have a great pitching staff as Doug Fister is going to be taking the ball for them. Now, his ERA is right at 4.01, so I feel like we should be able to get some runs off of him, and if our pitcher can control that, we should be okay. So, first hitting situation, guy on first with 1 out in the 2nd, and he's going to give me a fastball, and I lace this one past the second baseman into right field for a hit, and now we have something brewing here in the 2nd inning. With 2 outs in the 2nd, still on my first, and there's a guy at 2nd, and this one is going to be laced right to the 3rd baseman, and he is going to fire it to 1st. Unfortunately, we don't get any runs. Our offense not producing. Fielding situation in the 3rd inning with 1 out, and here we go, looking for something, and this one is going to be laced right to me, and I'm going to be able to put it out easily. Hitting situation, and this one's going to be a fastball right down the pipe. Should have swung at that one, but I didn't in the 4th with 2 outs. I mean, if I can get a home run, get the first run on the board, that would be good here. This one high, and oh my gosh, my timing was just off. If I had the right timing, that probably would have gone into the seats out there in the outfield. But this one is just going to be laced right in front of Austin Jackson. But that speed, man, he's got that Action Jackson speed. Alright, so here we go. Fielding situation, we are down by 1. This one's going to be up the middle, but I'm going to be able to pick this one up, fire it to 1st to get the out and keep it to a 1-run game. Here we go. Fielding situation once again. This one is just off of my glove, but luckily I'm going to be able to fire it to 2nd to get the force out of the lead runner. But that could have been very, very bad. Hitting situation in the 6th, and this one is going to be down away again. it's really hard for me to determine whether I should be swinging at those pitches. 6th inning, no outs. This is really an opportunity for me to become a hero, and this one's going to be a slider away. Oh my goodness, this is it. I mean, this is it. 6th inning. Here we go. This one, taking this one for a unbelievable catch. 6th inning with 1 out. We are able to tie the game 1-1, and this one is going to be easy. This is easy. This is an easy one. Keep it to a 1-run game. All right, 2 outs. All right, 7th inning with 2 outs. We have a lead, but they are threatening with 2 men on. This one up the middle, going to pick this one and fire it to first for the out, and we get out of that inning. Hitting situation in the 8th, looking to really get the insurance runs, and this one is going to be laced. That one's down, baby. It's about time into the double gap, and I'm going to get on my horse and have a stand-up double. So that works here in the 8th with no outs. Hopefully, we can get some insurance runs because you never know what can happen. All right, with 1 out in the 8th. Now, after a walk, this one is going to be a walk again, and he has walked the bases loaded with 1 out. This is a huge opportunity for us, and this one is going to be lifted deep to the outfield. Is it going to fall? No, Jackson's going to get there, but he doesn't have the best arm, so I'm going to scurry home with my speed and get a run. So now we have a 2-run lead late in this game, in a must-win game in Detroit, hoping and just playing our butts off, looking for that Game 7. 9th inning, we have a 5-1 lead, and this one is going to be taken away. Circle change for a strike. So now 0-1 with no outs. And really at this point, I'm just looking to really kind of possibly get some insurance runs because you never know what can happen. But with a 4-run lead, it looks like it's looking good right now. It's looking real good right now. So no outs in the 9th. They are asking for another hit and run, and this one is going to be right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing. But we do end up winning the game, which is amazing. 5-1 in Detroit. So we will live to play a Game 7. All we need is 1. That's all we need is 1 win, and we can call ourselves the champs.